Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't exist. Whilst we should be wearing sunscreen all year round, people tend to look for more sunscreen options when it comes to the summer. Mainly because whether it's right or not, we all become a bit more diligent, right, about reapplying sunscreen. Especially as most of us spend a little bit more time outside, not me. I like hiding inside still or under an umbrella or under a blanket. But today I thought I would share some of my favorite Korean and one Japanese sunscreen, including some favorites which just aren't going anywhere because they work so well, and some new favorites as well. Maybe some new sunscreens I hope to introduce you to. Let's start off with the sponsor of today's video. This is Beauty of Joseon's Releaf Sun, Rice and Probiotic Sunscreen. I don't know why they're sponsoring me because everybody already loves them. Guys, everybody loves this sunscreen. This is one of the only skincare products that truly went viral of its own accord last year and the year before because it is so amazing. This is SPF 50 plus, PA4 pluses. This is a chemical formula, but it feels like a light, nourishing moisturizer. It's perfect for my oily T-zone, perfect for my dry skin, and it's packed with skin beneficial ingredients. 30% rice extract, which rice has been used, as we know, in Korean skincare for like centuries. It's rich in amino acids, antioxidants, and minerals that help brighten and hydrate the skin, along with barrier repair and improving skin elasticity. Lactobacillus ferment lysate, I think I pronounced that right, is a probiotic that strengthens the skin's microbiome. We love fermented ingredients. This helps with things like inflammation, strengthens your skin barrier, and makes it more resilient over time. We also have niacinamide, which we all know what that does, a well-known brightener and anti-inflammatory that helps regulate sebum and improve uneven skin tone. The finish is dewy, but it's not greasy, which means you can reapply and reapply every 2 hours throughout the day without it just sitting on top of your skin and you looking greasier and greasier and greasier. And it's moisturizing enough to skip your everyday moisturizer if you have oily or combination skin, which is what I do, honestly, with nearly all of these, bar one. But I always say this is like not like a moisturizer with sunscreen. It's like a sunscreen that has a lot of moisturizer benefits. Zero white cast, obviously, because it's a chemical sunscreen. It doesn't peel, sits amazingly under makeup, doesn't sting my eyes, doesn't bother my rosacea. They always say the best sunscreen you can use is the one you're actually going to use. This ticks all the boxes. There's no negatives for me as far as irritation, eye stinging, as I already mentioned, greasiness, heaviness. It just really is one of the best. And if you were in the UK, this is now available in Boots. So go pick up some toilet roll and your favorite sunscreen at the same time, online and in store. Check the link in the description to grab it for yourself. If you don't already own this, you probably just need a top up. And thank you to Beauty of Joseon for sponsoring this segment of today's video. Oh, I've got to talk about the TIRTIR Hydro UV Shield Sunscreen. This is a chemical sunscreen that feels like something between like a lightweight lotion and a serum. It's ultra lightweight, but surprisingly hydrating at the same time. I used this for the first time when I was in Korea, and whilst it wasn't warm, it was humid, and my oily skin doesn't cope well with humidity. So I needed something where I could actually just kind of like skip my moisturizer, but was going to keep me feeling moisturized and protected from the sun as well. And this did an amazing job. I was a little bit worried, I'm not going to lie, because I don't often use sunscreens for the first time when I'm on a trip or when I'm away from home or when I don't have an alternative to use, if that makes sense, because sunscreens can break me out and irritate my rosacea quite easily. This sunk in effortlessly and it didn't cause any of the above. Niacinamide, we have it in here, great for brightening the skin, as I mentioned, balancing that sebum production. And again, feels like serum-y. It feels like a serum. I mentioned it didn't irritate. That could be because of the panthenol in here, pro vitamin B5, which is a skin soothing agent that helps restore the skin barrier and calm irritation as well. Allantoin, which is gentle and calming and often used for sensitive or reactive skin. So we get a really lightweight, watery, fast absorbing sunscreen that leaves the skin feeling plump and hydrated without the stickiness. It really gives you what I call this K-beauty finish, you know, when everyone does that when they're literally just like plumping their cheek, but it gives you that glow that looks like it's from within rather than just like a heavy rich cream on the skin. Yeah, really impressed with these. I got myself a number one. Let's discuss the only Japanese sunscreen that I've kind of rediscovered, even though this was one of my favorites, the Biore UV Aqua Rich Watery Essence SPF 50 plus PA4 pluses, a cult J Beauty favorite. It's a chemical sunscreen that's been reformulated a few times now, actually, to be honest with you. And the current version, whilst doesn't feel any different, just feels better in some way. Photostable chemical UV filters that provide like broad spectrum protection while being lightweight on the skin. Sorry, my phone's going crazy. I keep looking down at it. I'll turn it away. That's very rude of me. And what makes it stand out is the texture. As always, it's that watery essence that just disappears into the skin, making it perfect for those who may be a little bit more oily and find reapplication of sunscreen throughout the day a bit of a problem. It contains hyaluronic acid, of course, for hydration, royal jelly extract too, and citrus extracts for added antioxidant benefits. It's great for humid climates, oily skin types. It does contain a little bit of fragrance, however, which I don't love in my sunscreen. But I'm not really bothered by, to be honest with you. But I do think with these alcohol-heavy sunscreens, which is very typical of Japanese sunscreens because it helps everything absorb quicker, it has this cooling effect on the skin to kind of like sit in those humid climates, you need to add a little bit of something in there to take away that smell. If you're very sensitive, you might want to avoid this. I personally am. I do have easily sensitized skin and I'm fine with this one. Been using it for years on and off. What I have mentioned, but I feel like maybe not enough here on YouTube, is the Shingmulnara Oxygen Water Light Sun Gel. This is a bit of a hidden gem in my opinion. Again, another chemical sunscreen with a really unique texture. It goes on like a cooling gel, almost like an after sun, a really nice dewy finish without being greasy again. It's not that glass skin finish, it's just a nice moisturized finish to the skin. So this contains oxygen water, which they claim helps to invigorate and cool the skin. Great for reducing puffiness, supposedly. I have no idea if that's a thing. Ice plant extract, which is a soothing botanical known for its hydrating and anti-inflammatory properties. Madecassoside, which is a compound derived from Centella asiatica, great for calming redness and irritation. And then we have those modern broad spectrum UV filters in here again, giving this ultralight finish, but like full protection. This was usually recommended for acne prone skin, but as somebody with rosacea, I don't know if I mentioned I have rosacea, whose skin gets very red and flushed in summer, the cooling effect really does have a nice kind of like, cooling effect on my skin. It really does calm everything down. Okay, one of my favorites, one that I've been using for like a year on and off now. A little bit less than I've been using the Beauty of Joseon one, but it's Purito's Wonder Relief Centella Daily Sun Lotion. A great example of a redemption arc, in my opinion. After their SPF scandal, Purito came back with a third-party tested, verified formula. And I mention this because I've seen a bit more discourse online about Korean sunscreens not being trusted again after people learned about the SPF scandal from all those years ago. The rules have changed. They're safe again. It's a chemical sunscreen, SPF 50+, PA4 pluses. We have tocopherol in here, tocopherol, yeah, which is vitamin E, an antioxidant that helps fight free radical damage. Panthenol and allantoin again to calm the skin, restorative properties. Of course, Centella asiatica as well, which is going to help calm and soothe the skin too. This is a really, really great one if you have very easily sensitized skin. If your skin is going through some irritation at the moment, but you still need to wear a sunscreen, this has been amazing for that. It was made to be sensitive skin friendly, right? Great for layering, great for reapplication, works great through the facial hair. Actually, all these work really, really well through the facial hair, all these. But yeah, I feel like with sunscreens, I'm often like, this is great as long as it doesn't irritate my skin. With this one, I'm like, this is great. It also helps repair my skin, you know? So it's a really, really good one, as I mentioned, if you've mucked up your skin a little bit. So whether you are after hydration, a glow, or something invisible, or even something calming, there's definitely something here for you. I will link all the products in the description box down below. And once again, thank you to Beauty of Joseon for sponsoring today's video, and also for sponsoring mine and my brother's live show. And thank you for making your sunscreen available in Boots here in the UK. Let me know in the comments which sunscreen, if any, take your fancy, or even the one you're loving right now. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.